Devin Clark here in the middle of I-80 westbound at the 128-mile marker, where it really does, I don't want to sound cliche, but look like a scene out of a movie. More than 50 cars and trucks piled up, flipped over. People have been pinned in cars. Right now, we don't know if there have been any fatalities, but I do have Trooper Reefer here from the Pennsylvania State Trooper. He's going to give us a little bit more insight as to what's going on right now. Can you just tell them what you've seen, Trooper?
At about 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, it started to rain and it immediately turned to ice. There was vehicles traveling westbound. A couple of vehicles slid off the roadway. They couldn't get stopped because of the icy road conditions. And we have a major 50-car pileup up ahead there.
And if you really can look down and see, you really can't even really see the ice. It's almost an invisible sheet of ice, which is why you can understand why these cars really weren't prepared for this situation. I have a person here named Ken. He was actually involved in the accident. Ken, what have you experienced today?
Well, a lot of trauma. Like, it was hard because my nephew was in the back of my Explorer, and what had happened was this truck right down here, that Conway truck, I was in my lane, and when he hit me, he was going way too fast for the road condition. And his back trailer slid out, caught me on the back, caught me on the front, and I just turned and put it in the snowbank.
And this is actually your Explorer right here. And believe it or not, it's in the ditch, reversed on the highway, but it's actually in one of the better states that I've seen cars out here. I've seen cars flipped over, trucks on top of cars, pinned, people pinned inside the cars. And I have, what's your name, sir?
Tyler.
Tyler, what's your role in all this? Where were you at when all this was going?
I was in the passenger seat of the Explorer.
What was the scene like when you first?
It was something I didn't ever see coming. I mean, I've heard about him, I've seen him on movies, but nothing like this.
All right, and again, this is Devin Clark here live on westbound 180 at 128-mile marker. Now, we heard that there are some buses coming in to ship people away. We know that one person was pinned inside the car. Trooper Reefer that you heard from earlier told me that there so far haven't been any reported fatalities, but of course we will keep you updated as the situation develops. Reporting from the Interstate 80 westbound at 128-mile marker, Devin Clark, 6 News.